Thanks for being on with me here today. Wanted to give you a second to introduce yourself. Tell me a little bit about yourself.
Well, hi, I'm Diana Merrin. I moved to Colorado when I was 20 years old and stumbled into real estate shortly thereafter. I got lucky and got hired by a real estate agent, and she trained me. And within a couple of years, I was licensed. I'm a mom, single mom of lots of kids. Now I've got three, and just enjoying life and building my career, keep continuously building it.
So you started when you were 20, and so you're only 25. So you've been in the industry for five
Oh, yeah.
years.
Yep. This year will be almost 30 years. I'm
Wow.
for my licensing.
Yeah.
I got licensed in 95. So,
Has it always been in Colorado?
yes,
Yeah. Okay.
yes. I am actually dual lead licensing in Florida now.
Okay. Yeah, I think I knew that. Are you from Colorado?
Yeah, well, I'm from Northern California, Paradise, California, that
Okay.
burned off the face of the earth a few years ago.
Yeah, yeah,
So I moved. I just got out of there when things started to get too crowded and
yeah.
crazy over there. So.
Why did you become a realtor?
Oh boy, I really loved it. I fell in love with it. Just see the learning. I'm constantly learning, and I diversify. I don't ever nothing ever stagnates for me.
Yeah.
So I saw that when I had the opportunity to see that as an assistant for a couple of years in my early 20s. So just fell in love with it.
In your time as a realtor, what was like one of your best experiences that you had either with a client or a situation or just something that really sticks out that you're proud of?
Oh, there's a few, some really good stuff. I help a lot of people that just really don't even know that they have the opportunity to become homeowners.
Yeah.
And there was one year that I had started working with people early in the year, and they needed to build their credit or get more time on their jobs or whatnot. And we worked together throughout the year. And at the end of the year, all of the five different people that I had worked with for that whole time ended up owning their homes for the first time. And they were
Wow.
the first generation in their families to have owned homes. And it felt really good to educate them. And we'd have, family gatherings with their groups of families, and I could educate them on how to purchase homes. They just hadn't ever even realized it was an option. So
Yeah.
that was really rewarding to see them get the first time.
Yeah, that's amazing. It's super gratifying when you're able to help somebody like that
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
realizes the dream of home ownership.
Right. And then they're on the right path. Then they can build their future and their children's future and help their friends out and be a little more stable.
Well, that's the one thing people don't think about I mean, owning a home is really about building wealth long term.
It is. It is. It's your largest investment in most of our lives. I mean,
Yeah.
if we're not born lucky enough to be very wealthy people, we have to generate our own,
Yep.
and it's a great way to do it.
For sure. So on the flip side, what was maybe one of your worst experiences as a real estate agent? Either, something with a client or just a situation that happened that, was unfortunate.
Hmm. Oh boy. I have been pretty fortunate to have worked with some really great people. I think one of the worst things I've seen is when there's somebody who's not competent on the other side of a transaction,
Yeah.
and I know that their clients are not getting accurate information or they're not getting the service that they should be being provided. And it breaks my heart because I'm not able to. I have a fiduciary responsibility to my client, so I can't cross that line. And knowing that someone is just not being handled well or helped efficiently, that's very disappointing.
It is. And,
Um,
that's why it's so important to work with good people that know what they're doing because there are a lot of real estate agents and a lot of
mhm.
mortgage lenders as well that you just don't know what they're doing.
They
And
really don't, and they don't take the time to learn. I mean,
Mhm.
it's simple things. If you're going to sell something in the mountains or rural, then learn that type of real estate. Learn about septic systems. Learn
Yep.
about water quality. Learn about what aquifer that well is in. Learn, educate yourself.
Yeah.
Don't just go chase the commission. It's never about getting paid. It's about what the client needs
Yeah.
and what they need to know to make the right decision for themselves.
Yeah, absolutely. So kind of changing gears, what would you consider your ideal client?
Ah, boy. just someone who's willing to understand that real estate is challenging
Yeah.
and be flexible and open-minded and work towards the goal and do their best on what their part in their role is to do their best at that role, being the buyer. That's all they can do. And
Makes
that's
sense.
ideal. If they're working hard to the same goal, then they're gonna be just fine.
Yeah.
It makes it a lot easier for everybody. And when they usually have a better understanding of what's going on, if they're open-minded and learn themselves
Yeah.
how this process works.
Yeah. No, I agree. So why do your ideal clients work with you? Why do they pick you?
I have been blessed with some great people, and I like to work with people that I like, and we end up becoming friends and family. And I mean, I go to their baby showers and their parents' funerals, and I sell their children their homes. It's more of a relationship. I just embrace my clients, and we become faux family, is what we call it. And
Yeah.
so we just all stick together. And
Yeah. No, that's
I do a
awesome.
lot of relationship sharing too. If somebody, it's not doesn't have to be real estate, it doesn't have to be me making a commission. I put people together. If somebody's trying to start a business, I see if I can find them somebody to fund that business, or a location, or a grant, or just putting people together, and it just builds more and more relationships. And I think it helps people trust me that I'm not in it for a buck or anything.
Yeah.
I'm really here to help people.
No, that's awesome. What kind of things do you do to get to meet or get in front of your ideal clients?
I talk to everyone. It doesn't matter who they are. I just am a friendly, outgoing person, I guess. And I don't judge books by the cover. I know that's cliche, but one of my best clients and really good friends now worked at a loaf and jug that was near my house that I stopped at almost daily to either get gas or something for my kids. And she had very few teeth. She was not well groomed, and she worked at Loaf and Jug. And it would never have occurred to me that she would buy and sell 6 homes in the upper price ranges in a 4-year period.
That's crazy.
There's no judgment. I just befriend people, and if there's some kind of need I can fill, I fill it.
Yeah. So it's all about those personal relationships.
It really is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What problems do your kind of ideal or typical clients have that you're able to solve for them?
Oh boy, lots of things. I've had to help manage probate, a lot of credit repair type situations, a lot of divorce situations. Unfortunately, there's a lot of emotion in real estate, so you have to kind of decide which hat you've got on, and what to fill out the client for what they need. They face a lot of challenges, but we always get through them. We find a way.
Yeah.
You know me, Scott. I
I
don't take
do.
no for an answer.
I
I
know,
keep
right?
digging
You're
until I
pretty
find
tenacious.
something.
Yeah.
There's usually an answer. We may not like what the answer is, but there's usually some kind of way to solve a problem. It just
Yeah.
might not be ideal.
Yeah. I mean, in my experience, there are very few deal killers. There's almost always a solution. It just
Yeah,
depends on if
if that
our
solution's
clients
right
want
for
to do
you.
that or not. That's what it usually
Yeah,
comes down to.
yeah.
Obviously we work hard to try to avoid all that stuff, but things happen. We very rarely say no. It's usually we can't do it this way, but here's a solution, right? To get it done. And
Exactly. Exactly.
um,
Trust me, my 1031 exchange guys hate my guts because I'm always, well, what about this way? What about that way?
yeah,
And lenders, I'm sure you guys get a little, dang it, die. Okay, I'll give that a shot. We got it, and we work together as a team too to
yep,
find solutions.
100%.
You propose ideas to me, I propose them to you. It works. We work with the good people that know what they're doing, and you can
Yep,
get the deal done.
yep, generally. So what is something that you wish that people knew about you that they don't maybe already know?
What? Oh boy, I'm pretty much an open book. I really don't know. I pretty much kind of tell everybody everything, I think.
I was gonna say you're pretty out there and upfront and honest. So, in my experience, you don't have a lot to hide or
I can't even think of anything that I mean, I really do. Just I talk too much, I think.
that's
Good
a good
listener
thing in
too.
real estate.
Sometimes.
Yeah. So besides real estate, what else are you passionate about?
My kids, definitely my kids. They're my world. My friends and just relationships in general, just enjoying living in the moment. I can't do anything about tomorrow. I don't believe in the word worry. I think that's a wasted emotion.
Mhm.
I think that we should just count our blessings in every moment and deal with issues as they come along.
Yeah. A couple more questions. Do you work all of the whole state, or is there a specific area that you like to try to work in that you know
Well,
better than others?
yeah, ideally, obviously, it would be close. It would be nice to work close to home, but like I said, I started when I was really young, and my clients grew up with me because when I'm in my 20s, my clientels are gonna the people who want to work with me are gonna be my age or so close to it.
Yeah.
So we all kind of grew up together, and they lived in various areas of the metro area, and then a lot of them started moving out more rurally. So I am completely front range one end to the other.
Yeah.
I'm closed. I'm under contract on a house in Huxton, which is a new one for me. That's
I
almost
don't even
to
know where
the
that's at.
Wyoming, Nebraska corner border up
Okay.
south or northeast. Oh, like it's like you could probably throw a rock and hit Ogallala. I mean, it's out there.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And all I mean, I've done El Paso, Pueblo. I was in Pueblo 2 weeks ago. I don't usually go up across the ridge in the mountains because they don't share MLS systems there. So
Yeah.
I'm limited to the Front Range, which is plenty of territory.
That's plenty big, right? And last question, what are your goals this year for yourself in real estate?
Oh boy. Well, I'm doing a lot of personal investing and I'm also opening a company to assist people that want to do short-term rental type investing
Sure.
or long-term rental. I'm doing the identification and all the ROI and information on that kind of thing, helping people save up for that, helping them figure out ways to utilize their current equity for these kinds of things. And then I do the setup if they would like me to, and get them all ready to go and hand them over a money making investment property.
Nice. That's
So
fantastic.
got that going on and training a new assistant up here in Colorado and working in both Florida and Colorado, kind of bouncing back and forth,
That's amazing.
making friends in both states.
Good. I actually helped Peter Cummings out in Florida.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
You were able to do financing down there?
I was a couple of years ago. Yeah. So I'm actually not licensed in Florida anymore. I got licensed out there a couple of years ago, specifically to help a few people that were moving out there, Peter being one of them.
You should license back up. I've got 6 clients down there right
I
now,
should.
and a couple of the other Cummings brothers are heading down that direction. A couple of
Yeah.
their friends are already down there. There's a lot of folks I know that have moved down there, instigated my decision to start purchasing property down there and get
Yeah.
licensed there. And that it's a very different environment. Up in Colorado, or at least in my experience here, everything is we identify very clearly and I dot all the I's and cross all the T's. I'm kind of anal that way. And
Yeah.
down there it's a 4-page contract and things are very vague and ambiguous and then I don't it's challenging and people are not represented well there.
Yeah. That was my
So
experience as well. It was weird doing loans down there, but
there's a lot of incompetence and much more so than even here and not that I'm perfect and I know everything, but at least I study up and do the best I
try.
can to if there's something new that I'm not aware familiar with.
Well, awesome. Well, that's all I've got. It was awesome getting to chat with you, Di, and looking forward to seeing you have a great year this year.
You too. I We are going to do some great deals and help a lot of people. It'll be fun.